Hey, my name's Carl Halfie, and we're going to describe some of the details inside the nose of a B-17F. Of course, basically we have the Bombardier and the Navigator, in this case representing Jim Douglas and Harry Crosby. This is supposed to be the Regensburg mission, 17 August 1943. These two items here, these are rack relays. They're for the bomb racks. And in order to release the bombs, you get an electrical signal either from the bomb sight itself, or there is a switch mounted on the front side of the Bombardier's panel. That switch sends a signal to this device here, which is called an intervalometer. And on the intervalometer, you can set the distance apart you want the bombs to hit the ground. You put in things like altitude and airspeed. The intervalometer, in turn, sends signals to these rack relays, and then these rack relays send signals back to the bomb racks and to the individual bomb releases, and it releases the bombs in certain orders. And if there's a bomb, or if there's a station where there's not a bomb, it will skip it and go on to the next one. Another little note, you've heard about the alarm bells. There's the alarm bell that's up in the nose. If you want to bail out, the pilot hits the alarm bell. This device is for the suit heater. You can see this little electrical cord, and it's plugged into the electric suit that the Bombardier will have. Up here we have an interphone jack box. There's another one here. It's primarily for talking amongst the crew, but they can also listen on other radios. This here is an oxygen regulator. We have another one here. You can see the oxygen hose running out to this mask. Right behind here, it's hard to see, but there's a couple of gauges there. One gives you the oxygen pressure in the system. Another one is a blinker that lets you know that the oxygen system is working. This is a carbon tetrachloride fire extinguisher. That's for electrical fires. We have, of course, the what they call flexible chute. The ammunition runs through that, and it keeps it from getting tangled up in the airplane. Of course, we have the guns with their nice big solid mounts. We have this chart is a bomb release angles chart. It's for reference for the Bombardier. And you can see it. You can just see this circular thing shows the bomb bay, and it shows the different stations on the racks themselves. Let's see, here we have the Navigator hard at work, and he's got his E6B and then a couple other, they called them computers for figuring things like true airspeed and true altitude. In this little panel here, let's see, there's an airspeed indicator, an altimeter. Okay, we're continuing on with this painting, or it's actually a Giglet print. It was originally painted by Gil Cohen in 1994. And I'm a big fan of this particular item because it gives you a great viewpoint. You feel like you're in the very nose of the airplane, and you're watching Jim Douglas give the signal to Harry Crosby that the bombs are released, and he's going to tell the pilot that, so the pilot can take over control of the airplane from the autopilot, and Harry's going to make a note on his log so that they know what time the bombs were dropped, so it'll be part of their report when they get back. When you look at the bomb sight in there, the upper part is actually the bomb sight. The lower portion is actually part of the autopilot. It's one of the gyros, and that's what you're doing with the bomb sight is you input an error into the autopilot, and it corrects that. That's basically the way an autopilot works. Okay, these two guns were not particularly effective, but it was more, made these guys feel better. And Harry Crosby actually told people he wasn't worried about his navigators being gunners. Their primary job was to navigate the airplane. We are looking at the nose of a B-17G. The B-17G was an upgrade from the B-17F by being armed with a chin turret below the Bombardier that had two .50 caliber machine guns in it. The Bombardier would control that turret using this mechanism right here. As painted, it's stowed out of the way, and the Bombardier can use his Norden bomb sight. When he's done using the bomb sight, or before he's going to use the bomb sight, this mechanism would pull over in front of him. There's a release here, and it would come over and latch. With this, he could control the guns turning left and right, or by rotating these handles up and down. While he's doing that, he's using this gun sight. And this gun sight is also synced to the turret, so that as the turret turns left and right or up and down, the gun sight goes with it, so the bombardier can follow whatever he's shooting at. And what we have here is some BF 109s going through the formation, and looks like a beautiful clear day. And if anybody's interested, this little thing here was you could open it up, you get fresh air on the ground. Its original intention was you could reach out and clean off the bombardier's glass if you wanted to stick your hand out there where it's very cold. This print is called Mission Regensburg, and it is from it's supposed to depict the Regensburg mission. Here we have another print that also depicts the Regensburg mission and shows the German fighters coming through the formation. This one's called Regensburg, No Place to Hide. This is another good one. This is a Robert Bailey print. This depicts the takeoff for the Bremen mission, and it's just a Snappen's last mission, because on that mission it was shot up very, very badly. Had the cowling blown off of this one. That engine's feathered and it's not running, so they're only flying on 2 engines, and I'm sure they're losing altitude rapidly. This ended badly because they ended up crashing near, well, they made a landing, but they veered off and hit a tree, and the airplane was totaled, and that was the last of it.